Hello friends. Let's just dive right into the massive honeybee stamps holiday cheer release. It's huge, like huge, absolutely amazing. So many things. So let's just dive right into it. Disclaimer, everything was sent to me. I'm on the Honeybee Stamps design team. I design for them. This video and any other release and review video I do is not required. I don't get paid to do them. I just do them because I enjoy sharing them. I get a lot of comments from people that like being able to see everything rather than just pictures on websites, etc. I just want to include these disclaimers to be transparent for those that are new or don't know how I personally do things. So yeah, I just do them because I can. I'm not required to. Just is what it is. So, anywho, let's dive in. First off, Honeybee's got 3 new BUZZWORD sets and wafer dies. So we have the home stamp set. So you've got There's No Place Like Home, Home Sweet Home, Congratulations on Your New Home, From Our Home to Yours. So yeah, Home for Christmas, Home for the Holiday, like I'll be home for Christmas, you know? Again, very honeybee-esque with the buildable phrases, which I love. So I got that. And then of course there's the coordinating wafer die set. So you have the word, the first outline, and then the second outline with the piercing detail. So we've got that one. I'm gonna literally have to move things out of the way because I'm gonna run out of space here. So home, and then we have joy. So joy to the world this Christmas, wishing you joy this holiday season, you know, etc. Like buildable phrases, coordinating wafer die. Oh, and same with the other one. The first outline, like you have the word, the outline, and then the stitching detail. You can also stamp the large stamp and use the outline to die cut that. And then you can use the secondary outline as well, just personal preference. So we have the joy buzzword. And then last but not least, we have the Merry set. So Merry Christmas to you and yours, etc. I use that on this card, and then yeah, wishing you a Merry Christmas, and then on the inside I put to you and yours from me and mine. So, and I'll link to that card at the end of this video as well. So yeah, same idea, same thing with the wafer dies. That's also what I'd used on this card. I used the word and just the first outline. I didn't use the second outline with the piercing detail. So fabulous. We got that one. And then we have the Barnwood background stamp. This is a clear background, 6x6, with this awesome textured Barnwood pattern. Love it. Honestly, this would look amazing too, like white heat embossed on white cardstock. Me and white on white is just, that's all I ever want to do. But yeah, or you could just stamp it in a darker brown on craft, that, you know, and that would give it that wood look. So there's a stamp, and there's also, let's set that like right there, there's a stamp, and then there is the Barnwood planks wafer die set. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wafer dies, all with different pattern, and it does, let's see if I can get my camera, there we go. I die cut a piece of Desert Storm cardstock with that, and it just, the texture. So yeah, absolutely love it. So these are sized to, this is an A2 card base. You could just die cut them and then stack them and completely cover, or you can like stagger them, of course. I think they would look better staggered personally, you know, and do an entire background. If you inked these up after die cutting them, it would pull in more of that texture, but the texture is just amazing. So love, absolutely love that one. So that, and then we have the Honeybee Stamps B narrow uppercase alphabet. So all these fun, kind of funky narrow letters, which I kind of like because I like you have the height, but they're narrow so you can really spell out like phrases on A2 sized cards. And then you do have a bit of the asterisk, you have numbers, etc. So you've got the whole shebang in here. So we've got that one. And then we have the burlap A2 background. And again, this was sized to cover an A2 card front. It's just a fun way to add some texture to a background. Love it. Absolutely love it. So we've got that one. And then we have one of my personal favorites, again, the Mistletoe Slimline cover plate, which I've already used in a couple of videos. So I used it here on this one, on that foiled cardstock. That's this wafer die. And then on one of my more recent videos as well, I used that on this one too. So, love it. There's also the Honeybee Slimline Mistletoe Berries, which is very difficult to show on camera. But it looks like that. So it seems kind of random, but the whole idea is you can die cut the background, and then this lines up with all of the, like if I flip it over, this lines up with all of the berry areas on this background. So you can die cut it, lay the stencil over it, and then quickly ink blend, you know, red, or use some paste, etc. And it will cover just the berry areas, which I think is like really cool. Just anything to make things a little bit simpler. So we've got those two. And then we have the Lovely Layers Pinecone, which when you're looking at it, like you have the pine branches, you have the pieces to make a bow. It's the pinecone itself that, you know, staring at it, it's like that looks like a deformed hand. However, when you build it, it makes the prettiest pine cones, and it comes together. I showed it in this video. It comes together so easily because you just basically stack them from the largest to the smallest, just and lining up the top, and they just layer perfectly. So this ended up being like one of my favorite products from this release because the pine cones are fabulous. I love. So we got that one. And then we have another set of stencils. This is the Holly and Berries stencils. So this is a 2 stencil set. So similar idea. So you have the leaves. So you can do those in green. And then you have the berries that will layer on top. And then you can do that. And you've got red. So really quick and simple. And I love that. I love having the options to make it simpler to get the colors you want without having to really fiddle that much. So that one's really, really fun. And then we're getting into the cover plates. So we have these great big cover plates. These are A7 size, so for 5x7 cards. A lot of people prefer making the larger card size. I don't make them that much, but I do. I like it, and I like having some of these products. So these are meant to work together. You could use them on their own, but we have the Plaid A7 cover plate base, and then the top. The idea being that the base, like so, and then the top. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And then I think, of course, yeah, you could do like red and then like a gold foil cardstock. Like so many options. So many options. I just love, you know? So, love them. So those are the Plaid A7 cover plates. And then we've got the Snow Globe A2 shaker. Again, this is huge. All designed to create a large snow globe. I got the tape. Stick to the packaging here. To create a large shaker that is A2 size. So again, here is an A2 cover base, or like card base. this is just, so if you created the snow globe, it will fit inside an A2 envelope. So the cool thing with that is because the space is just wide enough, it's, you know, you can use like the Doris foam strips to easily create a shaker. So you have your base and then the top, line it with some acetate. There's another die for the base. So you can stamp, you know, do that and like stamp with that wood background, give it some texture, you know, fill it with all your little characters or whatever scenes, which there are a few, which I will get to. So that's a snow globe A2 shaker. And then we have the gorgeous, this is the lantern builder, also an A2 sized. So it will be, again, like just from the bottom of this one to the top is A2 sized. There's this little piece here that is, you know, the, like the handle, I guess you'd call it. If you place the handle so it goes like kind of hangs down instead of popping up, this will fit in a standard A2 envelope. But if you just want it popped up, you're gonna need to stick it in a larger envelope because again, this is just sized, like exactly A2. So, and then you could also die cut this multiple times and create like a square, you know, a square lantern and then fill it with whatever. That would be really pretty too. So, really pretty. Oh. And then, yeah, you have a separate piece, so you could add that to the top to create just more dimension, and same with the base. Give it more dimension. Love. So we got that one. And then we have this fabulous little no peeking set. So you can create, like, with your card base, you can create, make it look like a gift. So you've got the different little stamps for ribbon that you can stamp, and then all the different, like, bows. So you can do all that, and then that could be the gift, and then on the inside of the card, you could have, you know, a gift card or whatever. So I thought that was really cute. So there's a coordinating wafer die set, which will die cut all of the elements if you just stamp them. Then there's also the wafer dies that will just die cut their own ribbons. So you can just die cut, use them as like separate standing dies, which I thought was really fun. And then of course all the coordinating dies for the bows, etc. So you've got those, and then there also is a stencil set, so you can use that with this as well, or just stencil your background. So you've got all the like bow elements, so you can create little patterns, and then there's the ribbon and stripes, so you could stencil as well, or you could stamp, and instead of coloring, use the stencil and ink blend over it. I like all the options. My idea, like, again, I keep saying this, but it's true. I need, if days could almost be like twice as long sometimes. Not all the time, but for crafting purposes, I would love that. So that's the no peeking set with the wafer dies. And then this is another one that I'm like itching to use. It was one of those ones where I saw it in the release and I was like, oh, I'm not even that big on, like, I like modern farmhouse. But anyway, farmhouse tree builder. Love. Mostly just the tree. I love it. So you have your tree. You have a second layer. So you could stamp that in a lighter green, stamp that in dark green. I love this little, like, speckly star piece as well. So I would let that dry, and then that I would heat emboss. Or stamp in gold. Yeah. Then you have like beautiful garland you can add to this, or you can use the garland on the fireplace one. I will get to that in a minute. Same with these. Same with these. Oh, but the brain is going. Okay, I gotta find, where did that one go? He was hiding. Okay, I'll get to that one in a second, and that would also go with this. So many ideas. Okay, so you got the tree. You can pile up gifts under it, ornaments. We got a cute little angel on top, or a star. I like the little bases. So again, like almost like you could have it in its little base. You got these adorable little stockings. There is a coordinating wafer die set for this that will die cut the base tree and then all the little elements. And then there is also a stencil, which again, I love because you could use a stencil with or without. But same idea. I love that it's like I could ink blend the tree lighter green, you could do a darker green. You could use like glacier paste or glitter paste for the star level, like the speckly stars. So yeah, and then you've got, this is for, so you could just stamp and quickly ink blend rather than color. Same with the little base here, you could do lighter and then darker. That's what that's for the little basket to put the tree in. And then you've got the star element as well. I love this so much. So much. It's so, so pretty. So we've got that. And then this will coordinate, of course, because it's all designed by the same people. We have this fabulous, I'm like running out of space here, getting so excited. All right, the fireplace scene builder. So you have the wafer die to create a fabulous little fireplace. And then there's also the fireplace details. So same idea. You have the base stencil here, same size, and then the mantle. I love this stone. So you could die cut the fireplace and then layer this on top and use whatever kinds of paste you want to create that stone effect. Love it. And then all the other little elements to build the rest of, you know, the interior of your fireplace. So you have that. What I was loving was this, and I'm positive they designed this to go like that. I was thinking like the garland, I think will fit. The garland, the gifts, you could hang the stockings from the fireplace. I'm getting all excited. I'm sure that like other members of the design team have already like done designs. Oh yeah. See, it's sized perfectly. So you could use the garland and hang that on the fireplace or have the little stocking. Stop it. Seriously. Love. I just love it. I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. It's so fun. So these obviously work very, very well together. They just, it's like all meant to be, obviously. Or you could just do whatever you want. But I do love that you can kind of mix and match. I love the patterns on these stockings too. I think they're so cute. Love it. So we have those, and then kind of tying into this, because these would kind of work with this as well. Especially I was thinking like this tree would work really pretty, like backed by this. We have the birch A2 cover plates. So we have the base and the top. And there's something about birch tree like wafer dies that I love it. I can't explain what it is, but it just, and these can work like all year round, really. You know, because you could do a spring background, fall, winter, whatever. But what I really love about this set is because there's the two, is the fact that you can layer them. So you get that really neat effect. Even with just simple die cuts. That would look great. But then if you did want to like pop it up, you could also get like additional texture and have little critters peeking out, whatever. But I just thought like the tree would be really nice too, because the way this top portion, so you could have the background and then you could have a tree and it's all just size to fit. See what I mean? I love it. So in this, again, this is A2 size. So this is the exact size of an A2 card. Both of these are. So love very much, very, very much. So we got those. And then there is also this layering birch tree stencil. So the wafer dies are A2, the stencil is 6x6, but same sort of idea. So you have that one, and then you can, if you want, layer that on top. So that does give you a little bit more options, you know. So those will look really nice with like some paste. Yeah, love, absolutely love it. So those, all of those. Okay, and then just jump right back into, we have this fabulous, this is the Pretty Poinsettias stamp set. This one is designed by Emily Midget. I went on about her floral designs in the last Honeybee release because they're just fabulous. I wish I could draw like her. I love her style. So yeah, you have these beautiful, great big poinsettias. And then you've got some little pine branches, like all these little buildable elements so you can create whatever you want to create. And again, they're huge. I think this is a great big 6x8 stamp set. You've got some sentiments to go with it. There's a coordinating wafer die set. And as is tradition with Honeybee, coordinating wafer dies for all the sentiments as well, which I personally love that. Because I like being able to just stamp, heat emboss a sentiment, die cut it, and I can pop it wherever I want. So yeah, love very much. So I have that one. And then we're getting into the really cute little elements. We have the Santa's Village set, another big 6x8 stamp set. So you got snowdrifts, you can build a little kind of background scene. That would work really good with the birch trees as well. You know, you could have a little scene in the background. You got Santa and Mrs. Claus, some cute little elves, etc., etc. Just really cute set. And there's a coordinating wafer die. And I love that there's coordinating wafer dies, and then there's like just separate drift wafer dies. So you can use that to create your little background scene. So we got that. These also work really good with a snow globe. You could stick them in that little snow globe and create a little scene in there too. Like, yeah. So we got that one. And then this one, I literally have stuff falling everywhere. Okay. This is the Toy Store House Builder add-on. I've raved about this multiple times. The House Builder original wafer die set. That's the main one. And then there have been a bunch of add-ons over the last couple of years. So the newest one is the House Builder. So there's the stamp set. So you got your little toys and everything, Santa's workshop, etc. I'll show the images. So cute. Because it's the die set is like the main thing. The stamps are kind of just like extra little accessories. So you have all the little elements to create a toy store on that House Builder like original die set. Isn't it the cutest thing ever? So cute. Love it. Absolutely love it. So another, like, this die set is huge. Is huge. So, love. And yes, I think I mentioned this in the last video. All of Honeybee's wafer dies now, like, they come separate. So you don't have to trim them apart. I love. Especially when I'm dealing with a lot of wafer dies. I don't mind trimming apart my dies, but it's so nice when I don't have to. Saves me the time and effort, and it saves me the hand ache, because when I'm doing a ton of dies that I'm snipping apart, my hands ache afterwards. So, love it. Super duper cute. Got that one. And then we have this really fun set. This is the Country Christmas Wreath. There's a stamp set and a die set. Honestly, the stamp set is pretty much almost useless without the die set. This is one of these ones that was designed to coordinate, but really coordinates, like, because a lot of these images just aren't complete because they're meant to go with the dies. So you can create this adorable Christmas wreath. You have like the base of the wreath and then other elements that you can layer on top. But then you have all these little, like, you have the orange slices, you know, gingerbread. This is for the flower wafer die. This piece to, you know, add design to the stocking. We got the sentiment, etc. So, and like all, like the little pieces for the leaves, all of that. Like these are really meant to go together. You will get more bang for your buck if you get both, not just one or one. They complement each other. They're more than complement. They're just meh. So hopefully I've made that clear. So there's that. And then there is also a stencil. So again, if you don't want to color, you can stamp and heat emboss or whatever, and then use the stencil to add your color this way. So that's really cool. So it's like you could die cut this from like a lighter green, and then the stencil is just the leaves. So then you could just layer that on top and just simple, you know? So the flower, everything is sized to go together. Same with these leaves, all of it. So I really like that. It's really fun. Just makes life a little bit simpler. So that is the Country Christmas Wreath, wafer die, stamp set, and stencil. So we got those. And then we have a Hanukkah set. This is a Happy Hanukkah stamp set. There's a coordinating wafer die set as well to die cut all the images as well as the sentiments. So you've got all the different elements to build, you know, your scene, add your sentiment, and yeah. I like that this is a bigger set. A lot of times, you know, usually like Hanukkah sets, etc. are quite small. So I like the size of this. So you can just do really pretty cards with this. And then you've got coordinating wafer dies. So got that one. And then we're getting into, I think this is the last, yeah, this is the last cutesy set. We've got the Woodland winter animals. So this will go with those birch trees, the wafer dies, or the stencils, you know. So you could do that, you know, create your little scene with those and then add your little critters. These are really cute. I do like these stamped birch trees as well though. They're really cute. So you got your little critters. I love there's little envelopes and a little post box. And then you could put Santa. So, you know, he's holding a little letter to give to Santa. Oh, isn't that cute? I loves it. So I got that coordinating wafer die set to die cut all the little characters as well as the birch trees. So, love. Very, very much. So cute. Got that one. And then as far as stamps and dies in this release, put that there. Okay. This one. There are 2 separate stamp sets, 2 separate die sets, 3 separate die sets, and a stencil. So let's just dive right into it. This is the Big Pickup Cab stamp set. This stamp is huge. This is A2 size. So if you wanted to just stamp this big old pickup, it is going to completely fill an A2 card. Just to give you an idea of how big this is. So you have the truck. I love that the windshield wipers are separate so you can use them whether, you know, use them or not. And then of course a bunch of little sentiments. Happy trails, my friend. Thought you could use a little pickup. Sending you loads of birthday wishes. Love it. Love, love, love it. So we have that. There's a coordinating wafer die set that will die cut the truck. You can have dies for the windshield wipers and then for the sentiments and whatnot as well. So I got those. Then there is the Big Pickup tailgate. So the back of the truck. And you've got the back of the truck. It's the exact same size as the front. So you have the back with a whole bunch of little sentiments that will fit inside the license plate, as well as sentiments, large ones that'll fit on the very back, like on the tailgate. There is a coordinating wafer die that will die cut the truck. The main part of the tailgate, kind of around, as well as the license plate. And then this piece is sized to fit this, so you could like stack them together and create dimension. As well as if you die cut, you create an opening and you can stick in Christmas trees or whatever little elements. This wafer die will work on with either wafer die set. The coordinating wafer die will work on either of these, just FYI. So if you did only want to get one and you don't worry, you're not so concerned about coordinating sentiment wafer dies, you could just get this one with both stamp sets and have the same. Just FYI, they are the same shape. There's a reason for that. There's also, well, yeah, let's just get into. So the wafer die cuts just like so. So you could stamp tailgate if you do both. So you have the front of the truck and the back of the truck. And like I said, they are A2 sized. Like just A2 sized. But if you have both, like I said, they completely line up. Just like so. And if you just make a little tab, I just took, this is like, yeah, 1/2 inch. Little 1/2 inch piece of white cardstock. I scored it down the middle. I put a little bit of score tape on each side. Just like so. And then I'm going to line this up just along the top of my little pickup. It's not perfect, but I'm okay with that. So pretend that I've stamped these, and I've got like the front of my pickup truck, and the back of my pickup truck, and then my little tab, and I have a card base. So you could have the front and the back of your little truck and then the inside of your card. I think that's so cute. And also someone, and I forget who, someone on the Honeybee design team did this, and instead of doing a tab, they had either made or had a little clear acetate box that they fit between the front and the back, and it fits a gift card. It's brilliant. Love it. So this will fit in an A2 envelope. Just like so. How fun is this? I just, the thought process, I never would have thought to design something like this. I just think it's so brilliant. So that's the stamp sets and the coordinating wafer dies. There is also this fun tailgate alphabet wafer die set. It's the same as these. So sized so you can spell out, and there's numbers, letters, etc. to spell out, so you can like customize the tailgate with, you know, someone's name, etc. Really love that. You know, and it's very, like, again, it's very similar to this, so it's very like that kind of almost license plate looking thing, or how, you know, lettering is on the back of a truck. Love it. So there's that. And then last but certainly not least is there is a stencil set. So again, if you don't want to color, you can use the stencil, you know, after you've stamped it, and just line up and use that instead. So you've got all the elements for the front and the back. So you got the windshield. You could use like, you know, some glossy paste with that. You've got the wheels, all of it. Love. It's so brilliant. So brilliant. So all those to create this fun truck. So that was all the stamps and dies. And then of course is the absolutely fabulous pattern paper. Just love. So there's the Farm Fresh Holiday pattern paper. I rave about Honeybee's pattern paper in every video. I can't not though. It's so well done. I love the like kind of like black, like chalkboard almost, like chalkboard black, not solid black. So you got like the black and white, and then you've got some patterns, and then yeah, the rustic elements, the wood. Isn't that fabulous? Oh, love it. Love it. I need to get more. Oh, you could die cut or stamp and paper piece the truck with that, give it that rusty look. Love. So yeah, and like I say every time, I need to like order extra because I will hoard these, and I already did. Anyway, there's also gem stickers. These are self-adhesive, and this is the Farm Fresh Holiday, so it matches these patterns. It's really pretty. Love it. So we got that one. And then we have the Holiday Cheer, which again, I am hoarding. I used it as inspiration for this card, the colors, but then I didn't use the pattern paper. So yeah, same thing. It's just so fabulous. Like, love it. Love it. That one. Love. Love. Really love these sentiment strips too. You just trim them down. How fun is that? Aren't these gorgeous? Like absolutely gorgeous. I love the colors, and I need more. I need more, and I want 12 by 12. Anyway, pattern paper, and then there's coordinating gem stickers for this pack as well. Love. Love, love, love. So that was the Honeybee stamps. Holiday Cheer release in a nutshell. This is gonna be I don't even want to know how long this video is gonna be when I get editing. But as always, I will have links to everything in the description box below the video. If you go to my blog post, and that will always be the very first link right below the video, I will have picture links in my blog post, which just makes it easier to navigate for a lot of you. So I'll have links to everything. I'll link to these previous 2 videos I've done using, I use the pine branches. This is from the previous release, but the pine branches in the background are from this release, and then this card. So I will link to these videos as well, of course. And then, yeah, stay tuned. I'll have more videos coming, as always. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, thumbs upping, commenting. I really appreciate the engagement. It really helps. I try and read every single comment and heart them so you guys know that I read them and reply as much as possible. I love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Love, hugs, stay warm, stay safe, all the good things. And I will see you all very soon in the next video. Bye.